In the morning sun where the flowers bloom, colors burst like a painter's dream come true. Roses red and violets blue, every petal whispers something new. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Indoor greens and outdoor scenes, design your space, let your garden dreams glide. Personal touch with our garden design, free sessions to blend within your budget line. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Indoor greens and outdoor scenes, design your space, let your garden dreams glide. Personal touch with our garden design, free sessions to blend within your budget line. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you, just for you. the morning sun where the flowers bloom, colors blurs like a painter's dream come true. Roses red and violets blue, every petal whispers something new. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Indoor greens and outdoor scenes, design your space, let your garden dreams glide. Personal touch with our garden design, free sessions to blend within your budget line. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Indoor greens and outdoor scenes, design your space, let your garden dreams glide. Personal touch with our garden design, free sessions to blend within your budget line. From tiny seeds to trees so grand, every leaf and bird, it's all at hand. Hello, hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you. Now everybody, let's say hello, 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 hello plant, welcome to the show, where every flower tells a story. Watch them grow. Hello, hello plant, in every shade and hue, for every heart and every hand, we've got something for you, just for you.
Hello, hello. Welcome to our Grower Direct flash sale. And what it is, each week we go out to the growers, and what it is, the gorilla stands over some of the, I mean, he doesn't really, we extract some good deals from the growers. A lot of them are terrified when the gorilla comes on their farm. And we extract some really good deals from the growers, and we bring them here. And today we've got 100 fantastic deals, 100 fantastic deals for you today. So there we are, 100 fabulous deals. And what it is, the design of it is that you've got trees, you've got ground covers, you've got cottage plants, you've got hedges, you've got everything you need to make a beautiful garden. So you've got, if you go, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the special. I'm going to tell you what to do with them, where to go, and how much they cost. And so if you've got a garden project, maybe you fix up a house to go on the market, maybe you've just bought your first house and you're on a tight budget and you want to make a beautiful garden, this is the place to be. And if you know somebody who's struggling financially to get a good garden together, show them this, get them on here, hook them up, bring them here, and this is the place to come and get your great garden on the cheap. It's designed.
How do they do it? How do they purchase?
Well, you can. What it is, we're multifunctional, and what it is, you can ring up and you can say, look, I really like the look of those things I just saw on the internet there. And you can put aside 10 of them for it, and they'll take your credit card and do it. Yeah. Or you can go online, just buy it online like you always do. Yeah. Or you can, the old-fashioned way, jump in the ute, head down here and fill the back of the ute up with fabulous deals.
That's it. And we've got a QR code as well, which you can scan. And also we have in our comments section and on the screen, we have our contact details as well. All right, let's get stuck into the live specials for today, shall we?
Yeah.
Great. What's our first item?
Okay, so what we've got here, this is our first item, is we've got our Evergreen Hydrangea. And these have beautiful, this is them here, they have beautiful blue flowers. And what a lot of people don't like about their hydrangeas is that they lose their leaves in the winter. But if you buy the Evergreen Hydrangea, you've got a lovely green bushy plant all year round and flowers for half of the year. So, and if you want a hydrangea, it's a bit different. And the other thing is the price. The price of your Evergreen Hydrangea, $19.99. So $19.99, really cheap. Evergreen Hydrangeas, $19.99. So there you are.
That is a very good price for the hydrangeas. All right, let's see what number 2 item has here for us on this Growers Direct flash sale. Now, Gorilla versus Chris.
Yeah. So what you've got here is your Annabelle Hydrangea. Now your Annabelle Hydrangea, look at these flowers here in the background. Your Annabelle Hydrangea is the hydrangea that you want. If you want to do a mass planting, you'd go for Annabelle Hydrangea. So your Annabelle Hydrangea, beautiful white ball flowers and masses of them. It's masses of white balls, golden autumn colour in the autumn, a fabulous hydrangea, great for mass planting, and often they're expensive. Sometimes they're rare, sometimes it's hard to get. Sometimes it's hard to get if you're mass planting and you want 10 or 12, and if you want 10 or 12 of them and you're mass planting, the 6 inch is $26.99, and they're a good size plant, and there's flower buds on them. That's your $26.99 for your 6 inch, and then for your 8 inch, they're $33.99. So $33.99 for a bigger, better plant. So great prices on Annabelle Hydrangea. This is a really exclusive, wonderful hydrangea, and really, really good prices.
Yeah, we just got a question here from Anita. Where are the plants at the moment? Maybe the address.
They're in Campbellfield. They're in Campbellfield, yeah.
At our, you can come, we've got a retail store, 1477 Sydney Road, Campbellfield.
Yeah.
And then there was another question, not a question, just a statement from Mark saying, went there last week, absolutely amazing. Great to meet Chris and the staff.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we are an amazing nursery. What it is, a lot of nurseries these days, they don't have that many plants, but I'm a bit of a plant nut. And what I like is I like to be sort of immersed, kind of almost drowning in plants, and you'll see that I've done that here. There's just plants everywhere, and sometimes they're double stacked and triple stacked, and there's plants hanging off the walls, and there's plants. In fact, I don't think you could go anywhere in Victoria and see more plants in one spot.
That's right. Not a day goes past where we hope we can sell at least one plant. Isn't that right?
That's right, yeah. And we bring it, and the thing is, we bring in truckloads of them every day. I went out there before, and there was a queue of trucks trying to drop off loads of plants. An actual queue of trucks, and the poor buggers are sitting there waiting to try and get their truck in so they can get it empty.
There you go.
Queues of trucks unloading plants here, and that's why it's quite amazing when you come here. If you want to,
it's like a plant wonderland.
Yeah. If you want to be immersed in horticulture, if you want to almost be drowning in horticulture, come down here and be immersed in plants. And there's all sorts of plants everywhere.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment. I think it was Mark. Patricia says, hi, wow, this is cool. Thanks for joining us, Patricia.
Yeah, thank you, Patricia. Now, what we've got here is we've got Ayesha. Now, Ayesha, very interesting sort of cupped pale pink flower, beautiful plant. And Ayesha is a very big one. So if you want a really big, spectacular hydrangea in your garden, Ayesha is a great one. And Ayeshas are reduced down to $29.99. So for a rare, like if you went to most nurseries, you couldn't even find an Ayesha. To come out here and get a beautiful rare Ayesha, a big growing one with a beautiful pink cup flower, $29.99. Fabulous deal.
Perfect. Lily the grey tabby cat says, we are so lucky to have the best nursery in Melbourne in Camberfield.
Wow, yeah, that's fantastic.
True, yeah.
So now here we've got, now a lot of people lament to me that they can't grow hydrangeas because their garden's hot and sunny. Well, do you know that you can, in the hot sun, you can grow hydrangeas, and what you do is you just got to plant the right hydrangea, and this is it here. This is Greenspire. Now, Greenspire comes out pale green in spring, then turns white. Big sort of conical flowers. They go from pale green to white, and then as you go into autumn, they go back to pale green again. So interesting transition. But what's interesting, this is a sun hardy, fast growing, large hydrangea. What's popular, if you go to the Hamptons, what they have is they have great big hydrangea trees in their gardens, beautiful hydrangea trees dripping with flowers. And if you want that real hydrangea tree Hampton look, you'd buy yourself a couple of these Greenspires. Now these Greenspires are in a 10-inch pot, great value, $59.99. This is a rare, hard to get hydrangea. It's a big hydrangea, it's a sun hardy hydrangea, and it's $59.99. Greenspire.
Yeah, get that Hamptons look.
Yeah, get that Hamptons look. And we should give them a close-up of that label. This is a pretty special hydrangea.
Unbelievable. Now, Peter asks, is bamboo good to hedge? I believe is the question. Have I got that right?
I think bamboo is a fabulous hedge, and I often use it in my garden designs because a lot of people have got little skinny spots and they want to have a tall hedge in a skinny spot. And when people want a tall hedge in a skinny spot, I generally will recommend bamboo because it's the best tall hedge in a skinny situation.
Fantastic. All right.
Now, the most sought after hydrangea here, and the one that people ring up for all the time, it's called Sundae Fraise. Now Sundae Fraise, it's a paniculata, it's sun hardy. The chap who grows these ones here, the grower that's given this fabulous deal on Sundae Fraise, he grows them in a hot sunny paddock. I mean, I've stood out in the paddock with him and it's roasting out there on a hot summer's day, and these Sundae Fraises are doing fabulous. Now you just got to give them plenty of water. Now your Sundae Fraise doesn't grow, it's a paniculata, which is the same. We just saw, what we saw before was the Greenspire. Now this one here is nowhere near as big or ferocious as the Greenspire. It's more of a medium-sized paniculata. And what you get is
nice, yeah.
At this time of the year, you'll start to get some beautiful white flowers, and then those white flowers will eventually turn pale pink, and then they'll turn dark pink. And what you have at certain stages of the year, you'll have a mixture of white and pink flowers. And a lot of the famous photos, and Sundae Fraise is a rare, beautiful hydrangea, highly sought after and sometimes quite expensive. But we've got Sundae Fraise on the cheap. We've got the 8-inch for $39 and the 10-inch the 10-inch for $59.99.
Perfect. It's all part of our Growers Direct flash sale, which is live right now. We can pick up some great deals. head over to hellohelloplants.com.au and click on the live sales tab to be taken directly to the sale.
Now what we've got here is the tea time hydrangea. Now these are blue tea times, and it's a beautiful blue, a really beautiful blue. And your tea time hydrangea is very special. Your tea time hydrangea, what it is not everybody wants a great big hydrangea, and your tea time hydrangea is a wonderful, it's not a miniature hydrangea, it's a medium hydrangea, and it's an easy one to grow, it's an easy one to get flowers. So for a medium hydrangea that's easy to grow, so if you were growing a hydrangea in a big tub, or you're growing it, you've got a shady corner, you don't want a hydrangea that's too big, and if you want a blue, and now tea times come in different colours, so here's a blue tea time, and your blue tea time hydrangea in flower now, $32.99. So $32.99 for a blue tea time hydrangea.
Now what's something special you can get if you come in here for any purchase?
Oh, actually, look, bring me a tray of those tomatoes there. Now, no other nursery is as keen for your business as Hello Hello. Now, have a close look at these. Have a close look at these tomatoes here. Now, what it is, we know that lots and lots of people. Let's put that tomato there. We know that lots of people have forgotten to plant tomatoes. And so if you're planting a tomato now, what you want is a big advanced tomato in a big pot. So here it is, a big advanced tomato in a big pot. Look at that tomato there. Now, you'd expect to pay if you went down to your local nursery. Maybe you go to, what's that place called? Manning's or something?
Manning's Warehouse.
Yeah, Manning's Warehouse, that's right, yeah. If you went down, say, to Manning's Warehouse, what you'd find is that something like this, a nice big pot like this, might be $6 or $7. And over here at Hello Hello, they're $4.99, which is pretty reasonable, right? But if you come in here and you buy something, if you spent 10 cents here, right now, I'd chuck in one of these.
There you go.
That's
Free
how
tomato
keen we are for your
purchase.
business. I'd chuck in, this is, and it's not just any old tomato, this is a, it's called Red Robin, and this is a tomato that's happy in a pot. It's a medium-sized tomato. It has beautiful fruit, a medium tomato with beautiful fruit. We're expecting 40 to 60 tomatoes on every one of these, properly planted and watered and fertilised, 40 to 60 tomatoes. And that's probably enough to keep you in tomatoes this summer. 40 to 60 tomatoes, and I've been having these Red Robins on my toast every morning with a bit of pepper and salt. They're fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, I love them. At any rate, so 40
so they're
to
free. They're free for every purchase in the store. Is that right?
you come in here, you spend $1,000, I'll chuck in one of these. But if you come in here and spend 10 cents, I'll chuck in one of these. In fact, if you spend $1.50, I'll chuck in one of these.
Love it.
Yeah.
One per customer. Obviously, someone was asking, is it for the whole tray? But
no.
Now let's not let's not get too greedy. But yeah, it's definitely one for each purchase in the store. So pretty much every customer that comes in.
Yeah, and beautiful fresh plants.
Yeah.
And I've just taken 500 of these from the grower, which will get us through this weekend. I reckon we'll have 500
we've got
customers
enough for the
in
weekend.
Here.
That's
And the thing is that if you've left your tomato planting too late, what you want is what we call an advanced tomato. And there it is. This advanced tomatoes, I reckon, if you look after this, a month from now, you'll see your first tomato forming.
Yeah, it's a great size.
Yeah. And these Red Robin tomatoes, slice them up, chuck them on your toast in the morning, a bit of pepper and salt, they're wonderful.
Excellent.
There we are.
All right. Sorry. Didn't mean for the tomato. I meant for the hydrangeas. Sorry for the confusion. The pricing.
The price is per one.
Yeah, it's per one. That's right.
$32.99. And these aren't. We've got hydrangeas from $19.99. These are the tea time hydrangea, beautiful, medium-sized, fabulous hydrangea. And $32.99. And this is a pink one, a lovely, lovely soft pink, beautiful soft pink.
Yeah, they look awesome at the moment. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, terrific.
Right. Okay, we'll get rid of that one and we'll chuck up the white one.
All right, we'll look at another colour here.
And then,
all part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale.
So if you want a white hydrangea, that doesn't grow too big, a medium-sized one, what you want is a white tea time. So here's your white tea time here, $32.99. So $32.99 for a white tea time hydrangea. And now these are beauties. Give them a close look at this Lebomsky. Now we've got Lebomsky, the gorilla, working here.
Yeah, Lebowski, I think his name is.
Lebowski.
Is that a Lebomsky hydrangea, is it?
No, this is a red ball hydrangea.
Oh, okay.
And it's a beautiful rich red, lovely dark green foliage. And your red ball hydrangea is just $39.99. So $39.99.
Amazing.
And now I reckon this would be a great hydrangea to buy for Christmas.
Yeah,
now,
it's got that real Christmas colour.
Yeah, you could take these home in flower like this, and you could put them on the lounge room table, put them on the coffee table, and these will give your house a beautiful red Christmas feel. So, and then after you've enjoyed them, for Christmas, what you could do is, after you've enjoyed them for Christmas, what you could do is pop them out in the garden or pop them in a tub. So bring them in for Christmas, enjoy the red, and then pop them out in the tub and enjoy them out in the garden afterwards. So red ball hydrangea, $39.99. Now here's a beautiful hydrangea. It's called Candlelight, and Candlelight does beautiful. It starts off white and pink, and then dark pink, lots and lots of colour. And Candlelight is another one of your sun hardy range of hydrangeas. It's a paniculata, plenty of water, and it'll survive in the hottest sun you can find with plenty of water. So Candlelight hydrangea, and they are $33.99. So very good price on Candlelight hydrangea.
And are they sun loving, those ones?
Yes, they're sun lovers.
Alright, cool. Yeah, they're really beautiful flower too on those.
So here we've got Graffiti. Now Graffiti has a beautiful mix of colours. It has white, it has pale green, and it has pinks. It's a lovely mix of colours. It comes out white around Christmas time, and it's a beautiful medium size hydrangea. Lovely fine foliage, doesn't grow too big, and again it's a paniculata. It loves the sun. So all those people that told you that you can't grow hydrangeas in the sun are wrong. Really, really wrong. You can grow your paniculata hydrangeas in the sun as long as you give them plenty of water. So tell those people, say your grandmother, oh, you can't grow hydrangeas in the sun. Tell her you're wrong.
I'm sure little old Nanny there would feel great about that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Hey, we had someone here was asking, actually in the store, they want to see you in the pink tutu.
Oh, really?
But we might have to start a goal on that and see if our viewers want it, because our viewers are the one that will have to sit through it.
Yeah.
So I'll start a goal.
How about a goal to not see me? Like a lot of people can't, once they've seen me in the pink tutu, they can't unsee it, And
all right, I'll see what I can do.
Let's see what people really want. Do people want to not see me in a pink tutu or actually see me in a pink tutu? I do. Look, the thing that's amazing is I do have fabulous legs.
Yes.
Yeah, Nojid is having fabulous legs. And you get to see them when I wear the pink tutu.
All right, looks like, we got people giving us hearts, but I didn't really set up the goal properly.
Okay. So
maybe if they fulfill the hearts, we can do it too. What do you reckon?
Yeah, so what we've got here, I think you should set a real goal.
Yeah, we'll set a real goal.
What we should do is we should set
one.
roses for not wearing a pink tutu and hearts for wearing a pink tutu and see who wins.
Yeah, good idea. Right,
so here we got Pee-wee hydrangea. Now Pee-wee, a lot of people, like that, they've got low windows and they want to plant hydrangeas out in the garden, but they don't want a hydrangea that's too tall. Now your Pee-wee hydrangea is a really great hydrangea for a number of reasons. First of all, it only grows 50 or 60 centimetres tall, and so it's a nice low hydrangea. But the other thing about your Pee-wee hydrangea, it has lovely white flowers. It also has a really nice, give them a close-up look at the leaf. It has a beautiful oak leaf, a very different leaf to all the other hydrangeas. And then you have your bonus feature.
Stay there, gorilla.
You have your bonus feature, and the bonus feature is that they have fantastic autumn colour, and then the autumn leaves stay there all winter long. So this is a hydrangea that doesn't lose its leaves. And it gives you colour all through the winter.
Yes, Faith picked up on what was happening there. Some of our viewers are very cunning indeed. All
So
right.
there we are.
I think we've
So
handled that situation.
beautiful, beautiful burgundy autumn colour in the winter. So for year-round colour and good looks, Pee-wee Hydrangea, and also one that doesn't grow too big. And also you find your oak leaf hydrangeas a little bit more sun hardy than the normal hydrangeas.
All right, awesome. So they can withstand a bit of part shade and full sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
like the foliage on those. They look really
that's
lovely.
right. It's a real hydrangea with a difference. Now what we've got here is the Snowflake hydrangea. Now your Snowflake hydrangea, it does everything a Pee-wee hydrangea does, but it's bigger. It'll grow about 1.5 meters tall. Beautiful autumn colour through the winter. Fabulous autumn colour all through the winter. Beautiful white flowers in the spring, and that lovely green oak leaf foliage. So wonderful, wonderful hydrangea to have all year round. Takes a bit more sun than your average one. You can grow a flowering hydrangea hedge and have year-round foliage with this one here. And this one here is called Snowflake. And the difference between Snowflake and an ordinary oak leaf hydrangea is it has a double white flower. So more petals, a beautiful double white flower.
And they have the conical shaped flower as well, isn't it?
Yeah, nice conical shaped flower.
Popcorn
Now here
candy.
we have a beautiful looking one, popcorn candy. Now popcorn candy is a multicoloured flower, and the flowers tend to do different colours at different times, and it gives it that sort of popcorn look. And it's a beautiful sort of pink one with sort of these multi sort of faceted flowers.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice, interesting one. It's a big, strong grower. And popcorn candy, where are we down here? Popcorn candy is $30.99. So $30.99. So it's not an expensive one. Popcorn candy, a rare, wonderful, large growing hydrangea, and only $30.99.
Yeah, it looks lovely. Actually, Natalija has a pretty good question asking, can they be planted like that in the garden, or should they be put in a pot?
Either way, hydrangeas are great like that. Grow them in a pot, they're fabulous.
Yeah.
Grow them in the garden. Now, if you're growing them, this is your Trailblazer here. It's a brand new hydrangea. Give them a close look at that flower there.
Yeah.
Beautiful flower, amazing flower, white and purple. Now, what it does, it flowers again and again through the year and keeps on flowering. And they advertise this as something that you can grow indoors. You can grow it under cover, you can grow it in the full sun, and it flowers and flowers and flowers and flowers. So for lots and lots of flowers, lots of colour, and for flowers coming on all the time. And Trailblazer is the forerunner of the new types of hydrangea that are going to just take the whole hydrangea world apart and make hydrangeas 10 times more popular.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. They reckon it can grow indoors.
Yeah, so $43.99 for the
new
Trailblazer. Now here's the evergreen deal of the year. This is British box. So British box, and they're big. They're bushy. We've had a few people in here putting their houses on the market, and they've bought these British box because it gives you something big, bushy and green and wonderfully British, of course. Something big bushy, and these are $29.99, and they're look. I'm 1.8 meters tall, and it's up to here. It's about 1.4 meters tall, or 1.3 meters tall, and it's only $29.99. So $29.99 for British box. Now
They're
British box
massive too for that price.
British box is a bit different than English box. It's faster growing. It's got a bigger leaf, very lush and green. And if you need something big and bushy and cheap, British box, $29.99.
Kaylin says, give a cherry tree mates with a please emoji.
What's that?
Kaylin says, give a cherry tree mates with a please emoji.
Free cherry.
Probably requesting a giveaway. Probably not. We haven't got any giveaways at the moment, Kaylin. So, but stay tuned. I'm sure you never know when we pop a surprise one in.
How could we give something away?
Well, let's not do anything
Would you
impromptu
like
during the
a
live.
fruiting cherry or a weeping cherry?
No, we got a free tomato. Come in and get a free tomato.
Look, I'm in the mood to give away a free cherry. How can we give away? Work it out.
Oh,
now.
you might need to discuss this with the producers,
Yeah,
waving
okay.
their hands angrily in the background. Hey, Aesop I can't read that name, but it says any trees for the holidays. Is there anything for the holidays in today's sale, or?
I think this is all for the holidays. Basically, if you're sprucing up the garden, now's the time to start ordering for that holiday project. And these are great prices, like really, really good prices. Like what you've got here, direct from Holland. Direct
Dutch,
from Holland.
on the barge.
Dutch, just straight off the
Fresh
barge
off
from
the barge.
Holland.
Yeah.
Dutch box. Beautiful Dutch box. Big and bushy, and $39.99.
Yeah,
So
they're
$39.99 for Dutch box straight off the barge from Hollandia. Dutch box and $39.99. And here you've got, this is amazing. Look at the size of these. Look at the quality of these. You can
Yeah, they're nice and bushy,
you
definitely.
can see those
It is
big
Dutch, yeah,
windmills.
it's still
You can
Dutch.
see those big windmills turning. You know, you can see those tulips
Yeah.
waving in the wind. These
Yeah, that's
beautiful,
right.
it's beautiful Dutch box. The beautiful farm girls walking around in their clogs.
Yes.
Yeah,
With the Dutch box in the background.
yeah, with the Dutch box in the background. So there you are, 6-inch pot Dutch box, $5.99.
How do you do the Dutch box accent? Dutch box.
Yeah,
maybe.
Dutch box. Yeah, Dutch box.
Hey,
Now,
William McFly says not a bad price. Manning's Warehouse would charge 3 to 4 times that. I still remember when you started out at Lilydale. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't even remember you starting out at Lilydale.
Well, we were close to Lilydale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
that's what it
right.
is,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Thanks, William
Yeah,
McFly.
that's right. And Manning's Warehouse, like if you went down to Manning's Warehouse, you would not be able to buy something like this. This is a big, bushy, English, not a British box, but an English box.
That's English,
10-inch pot, 10-inch pot, big, bushy English box is $39.99. So $39.99. I reckon if you went to Manning's Warehouse, a big box like that would be by $70.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Hey, Aesop says yes, show us close-up. So we're doing our best gorillas doing the close-ups. William McFly says, what would you recommend for a screen across a fence line?
The best deal in the place today would be those cherry black, you know, the cherry black lily pillies.
Cherry black lily pilly?
Cherry
Oh,
black
yeah.
lily pillies. $19.99, this tall,
We got
nice and
them?
big and bushy. Would you grab a cherry black from out
Yeah,
the
we'll
front
show
for
one-
us?
we'll show one
We'll
to
show
you,
you a
William.
cherry
Yep.
black. This is really live. Like, I mean, this guy rigs up or contacts us and
It's never
we
been
change
calling
the
us,
whole
yeah.
show for him.
Yeah, that's right. We're changing the live's direction based on our comments on our viewers. This is, well, it's for our viewers, but it's also a sale with over.
Look at this,
100
cherry
items.
black lily pillies. Beautiful, big, colourful lily pillies.
That's the recommendation.
And this is, and now
there,
this
William.
is why would Chris be recommending these cherry blacks? And what it is that there's a terrible problem all through Melbourne, and a lot of lily pillies are being eaten by bugs. They're just ripping them apart, taking the leaves right off them. It's horrific. And at any rate, there's certain varieties that we've been concentrating and focusing on those special varieties. There's
Yeah.
certain varieties of lily pilly that the bugs don't eat, and
Yeah.
that cherry black is one of them. So that's why that would be a great hedge, because the bugs are not going to eat it, and it's only $19.99, and it's got lots of beautiful dark purple colour, and it's hardy and fast.
And it's a
Take
nice screen across the fence line. basically,
beautiful
yeah.
screen and fast growing, but not too fast. You know, not too fast at all.
That's perfect. CC asked, do camellia tea plants grow the same as normal camellias? My normal camellia grows well in my garden in full sun. Does the tea camellia cope with full sun?
Yes, and like a normal camellia, they love plenty of fertiliser, plenty of water, maybe a bit of mulch. So, you know, treat them good, and they'll produce lots
Lovely.
of growth. And then you can dry them in the microwave and drink them.
All right, there you go, CC. Get some green tea.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Now here's a deal that just proves, it slams home the message that hello is the place to buy your plants. Show the people that this a lot of places 12 or 14, $15 for a 6-inch pot English box. We've got them for $4.99. The growers have given us a very, very big discount on those ones there, and we're doing 6-inch pot English box. Now that's really good, because often when people do their front yard with English box, they need 50 of them or 100 of them. And so at $4.99, buying 50 or 100 is not impossible, you know.
Yeah.
But when they're 14 or 15 bucks, an English box hedge could be out of a lot of people's reach. And your 6-inch pot is going to make a nice hedge in 12 months. Now, Japanese box is interesting. If you love that box style hedge, but you want a tall box hedge like that, if you want to block out the neighbours, your Japanese box is the box that's going to block out the neighbours in no time. It's your fast growing box. It has a limey green foliage, and it'll grow 6 foot tall in a couple of years, and block out the neighbours. And it's a really tough hedge. And these ones here, they're nice and big. They're about a foot tall, and they're $4.99.
All right, Apex Fables quote says, "The fursuit guy is scary." And then William says, "Good to know." Ralph has one for you, Chris. I watched a documentary about mulch. It covered a lot of ground. And then Susanna says they ship to New York.
Or do we ship to New York?
Yeah, maybe it's a question. Do you ship to New York? Do you ship to New York?
No.
And why not? And CC just wants to know, thanks. They say, thanks, Chris. Any deals on the green tea plants? Camellias?
Yes, I think we do. If you contact the staff here, they'll organise green tea plants for you.
Yeah, give us a call, yeah.
I think it's me mate Trump. His tariffs are preventing us from doing New York.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so we can't do New York because of that.
Those terrible tariffs.
There you go. All right, so CC, give us a call, 03 9359 3331, and we'll be able to help you out with that green tea camellia.
Okay, now, what we better tell people about buying our stuff and about free to, like a lot of people are looking at these plants, looking at these prices, and they're drooling. They're drooling out there, but the problem is they're thinking, I live in Seymour. I'd have to drive for hours to get some of these plants, but there's something they don't know, Emlyn, and you might just explain it to them.
What's that, the Tom Thumbs?
No.
I missed the top of it, sorry,
you're
I'm reading comments.
You're living in Seymour, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing these plants.
Oh, yeah, you want to get them.
You're drooling, you want them, you really want them, but you don't want to drive for 6 hours to get them.
No one wants to do that.
And so you're nearly round the bend from watching this thing.
Yes.
What's the solution? How can we help?
Yep, so you can go to hellohelloplants.com.au and you can order directly from our website. There's a live sales tab at the top.
But you're in Seymour. You're in Seymour. You don't want to drive for hours. What can we do?
We can deliver it for free.
What?
Free delivery.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the free tomato.
Free tomato, free delivery. Except the free tomato's in store only.
Oh, right,
Must
okay.
mention that disclaimer.
So there we are. But anyway, so you're living in Seymour.
Yes.
You're drooling. You're desperate for these plants. Order them. Spend over $300. And one of the vans with a good look, it's got a picture of a really good looking bloke on the side in a pink dress.
Yeah.
Comes up and delivers them.
That's right. Free delivery for orders over $300.
And that's over most of the civilised, habitated part of Victoria.
That's correct. Well, what's this here? Abdurrahman says, where are you guys located? Or where are you guys, Victoria?
We're in Victoria. We're in Campbellfield. And Campbellfield is not far from Tullamarine Airport. So if you, this is such a fabulous nursery, you might want to fly in here from Sydney and take a look. People do, they come from interstate, they come from all over the place to buy their plants here. And we're about, in an Uber, we're about 10 or 12 minutes from the airport.
That's right. That's right. All right, well, let's continue on with the sale.
Okay, so what we've got here is your Tom Thumb. Now, your Tom Thumb is a great alternative to English box. If you live in a place that's really, really hot and dry, maybe a little bit salty, windy, a difficult site, you've been buying English box, the English box have been keeling over, and you think, I'll never have a nice box hedge, plant Tom Thumb. And Tom Thumb is lovely and green all year round. It's very hard to kill, grows in the most difficult spot, and they can be expensive, but we've got them big bushy 6-inch pots like you see here, $5.99. So $5.99, plant them at the rate of 4 per metre. So 4 per metre makes them quite a cheap hedge, and give them a little trim and you almost have an instant little hedge at $5.99, 4 per metre, Tom Thumb. Plant them where you're having trouble growing an English box, and these will grow. And they stay
quicker
nice,
too.
yeah,
Quicker
nice and green all
hardier.
year round.
Yep. Growers Direct flash sale live right now, guys. Get on it.
Now this is unbelievable. These beautiful Ficus standards here. You'd expect anywhere else at that Manning's warehouse. I believe they're $50.
Yep.
50 bucks.
$49.99 or something.
Yeah, $49.99. These are $29.99.
Wow.
Now they're a handy landscape plant. Maybe you're putting a place on the market. Maybe you're just dressing up your new house to make it look good. Run these up the garden path. Put them about 1.5 meters apart. These balls this summer will grow really nice and big, and you'll completely change the look of your garden for $29.99. For under $200, you can get half a dozen of them and line the front path.
Yep, going back to 2005 pricing here at Hello Plants. Forget about inflation. Growers Direct flash sale, it's where it's at. All right, let's get to the next item. Yep, let's keep going, guys. We've got 100 to get through.
Now the reason why we do 100 items, and I do all different items, and the growers give us all different items, is one reason. And the other reason is that we want you to be able to do your garden project all out of our flash sale. That's why we do 100 items, and we do hedging. Now here is a hedge. Now your green rocket hedge, that'll grow 1 meter tall in 1 year and 2 meters tall in 2 years. So, and you plant them at the rate of 3 or 4 to the meter, and you've got a beautiful English box style, a really classy English box style hedge, and they're real cheap. Your box leaf privet is just $5.99. So $5.99 for a 6-inch pot box leaf privet.
Lovely, and they're really bushy too. Like you can get almost like an instant mini hedge out of those if you wanted to. Hey, Mrs. Sunshine asks, what's the difference between Manchurian pears and Cleveland pears?
That's a really good question. The differences are quite a lot. Basically, in terms of Manchurian pears go wide and low and spreading. We're going to have some Manchurian pears later on the cheap. So, but they're low, wide and spreading. They're the first to autumn colour. They're the first to blossom, and they're the first to leaf. So the Manchurian pears are first. Now your Cleveland is a beautiful teardrop shape. It's fat at the bottom, pointy at the top, and when you plant a row of them, it looks like you've hired a gardener to trim them because they all grow the same. And so they're a beautiful one. If you want a beautiful even avenue up your driveway or something like that, or up the side of your property,
lining a driveway,
you plant that row of them, and they all grow in that beautiful shape. They look like you've clipped them into that shape, and you've got this very good gardener that trims them all for you. But the shape is actually natural.
Incredible.
And anyway, so there we are. So different shape, and then the Manchurian pear, first to drop its leaf, first to flower, first to re-leaf in springtime, and a lovely low spreading tree. What I like about Manchurian pears, because the branches are horizontal, if you want to pleach them, which is where you trim off the bottom branches and have like a hedge up on a stem, if you want to pleach them, Manchurian pears are #1 for pleaching.
There you go. And Mrs. Sunshine says, thank you very much for that, Chris. All right, let's keep going along with the sale.
So standard lily pillies. Look at these, big and bushy. And what it is, these are a couple of years old in the pot. The growers just cleaned out the last of them. You're going to find after this, maybe you'll get one more week out of these, but pretty much these big bushy ones are nearly finished. $29.99. Look at the stem. Look at the stem there. Show them the stem. Show them the head. You'll never get
$29.99.
$29.99. You're never going to get, never ever will you get bigger, better standard lily pillies than this for $29.99.
Not at that price. No way. All right, this is a real Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Our gorilla's just going for a quick break. He needs to go back into the jungle for his activities that he gets up to in there as part of the sale. All right, let's continue.
Peter Pan,
Gorillalists.
and this stuff is easy to buy. You scan this QR code, you go to this page, there's 100 specials there, great deals. You can buy them online, you can ring up and reserve them. You can come down here in the ute and just load it up and do your garden project. So here we've got Peter Pan agapanthus, and they are $4.99. Now, in 6-inch pots, people are selling them for $12 or $14. These are just $4.99, and it's a very respectable little plant. I'm going to show it to you. It's something that there's a... I'm looking at this pot here, and there's 3 bulbs in there, 3 bulbs, and
Great.
now the reason why I do these in a small pot and do them cheap like this is that if you're going in for the, like a lot of people put them along the front fence. So you see them along the front fence, and at Christmas time they're covered in beautiful blue flowers. So the reason why we do them so cheap is that at $4.99 you can afford to plant 10 of them. It costs you $50, or 20 of them going to cost you $100. So whereas if you buy them in the big 6-inch pots and pay $15, 10 of them's like $150, 20 of them's like $300. So basically we're making your garden project affordable, because 20 of these under $100.
Yeah.
$4.99, and they're good substantial plants. Put them in, give them a bit of food, bit of Osmocote, bit of water, and you'll have a beautiful agapanthus hedge.
Yes. Erica says hello from the USA.
Hi, Erica.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And Damo says, any tips for growing bonsais from seeds?
Yeah, that's just an interesting thing. I wonder what would be an easy bond. If you went Japanese maples, if you went up to Bright in May, you'll find, and drove around, you'll see beautiful Japanese maples in autumn colour, and if you collected the seed, very easy to grow.
There you go, Damo.
Very easy to grow, and Japanese maples are great to turn into bonsais. They're one of the best trees to bonsai.
Perfect.
Now here we've got a beautiful landscape plant. If you're doing a very stylish garden, and a lady was talking about putting different colours in the garden, different coloured foliages and things like that to me yesterday, and she called it a fusion garden. This would be a great plant for that sort of fusion of different colours, different coloured foliages and things like that. It's called frosted curls. It's got that lovely frosted look. It doesn't grow too big, and they can be pretty pricey, but we've got them for $7.99. So $7.99 for a frosted curl.
Wow, they look great actually. Great for the landscape.
Great landscape. They'd be great for mass planting.
Yeah.
Now we've got your Elijah Blue. Your Elijah Blue, beautiful blue one. Now what's great about the Elijah Blue is it doesn't grow too big. It's a nice compact grass. So if you want to, and great for mass planting. And the thing is that at the price we sell them for, you can afford to mass plant them. So Elijah Blue is just $7.99 in a 6-inch pot.
That's great. And they're really big too. What I've noticed from today's live is a lot of this stuff's quite big, and even in a 6-inch pot, which is very good. Get that instant look. Erica says, love your videos. So many wonderful varieties.
Yeah, you should migrate to Australia. What it is, where we are in Melbourne, the only other spot that I've ever seen is quite as good for growing different plants is Mexico City.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be a similar climate to here.
It is.
Is it? Oh,
yep.
okay.
Anyway, so what it is, why we've got, this is to Erica watching from America, and if you love gardening, you should migrate to Melbourne, because in Melbourne we grow tropical plants, desert plants, alpine plants, and all sorts of plants. We can grow a much wider range of plants than anywhere in America, all in this one spot. Because we're not too hot in summer, we're not too cold in winter, and we have this most fabulous range of plants. And horticulture is really part of our culture here. Like, people love gardening, they love horticulture. So there's thousands of really good nurseries, incredible range of plants. Like, if you came to our nursery, compared to any American nursery, you could not believe the range of plants that are here. So fabulous range of plants. So if you love gardening and you live in America, you should contemplate moving to Australia and getting your garden going over here.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, let's move on to this next item.
So here we've got Variegated Society garlic. Now your Variegated Society garlic, I love this. These have only got the first few flowers on them because they're little tiny plants. But what it is lots of people they mass plant the Society garlic. Now your Society garlic is really good to have as a border. So really great to have as a border. And what it is good is when it's not flowering, it's got lovely silvery sort of silvery grey kind of foliage, lovely stripy silvery grey foliage.
Yeah, nice.
And then when it flowers, it has these lovely little mauve flowers, and you never really have to trim it, you never have to do really anything with it. It's the most easy thing, hardly ever needs watering, incredibly tough. And so if you want a low maintenance, colourful border with lots and lots of flowers, Society, and we're selling them for $5.99, and at $5.99 in a 3-inch pot, you can afford to mass plant them. So $5.99.
You can afford to do a border of them.
Yeah, you can afford to mass
easily.
plant them. You can afford to do a border.
That's right.
Yeah, they look really good. If you've got a circular garden with a big weeping cherry in it, pop in these Variegated Society garlic, and you'll love them.
Hey, Wind Design's got a good question. They said they planted an avocado seedling 2 years ago. It's big now. Can I dig it up and put it in a pot? They're moving.
If it's big, I reckon it's going to take
It'll
a shock.
hate it, will it?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
That's a shame. All right, sorry to tell you that, Wind Design. Might be a bit risky.
Yeah, now, here's a great deal. And actually, which reminds me, remember the $1 deal?
Yeah, the strawberry, you mean?
Yeah.
Can we grab one?
Yeah.
We got them here. Dollar strawberry for the kids.
But what we've got here, this is for the grown-ups here. And look at this one, they're ready to fruit.
So, well, there's some that got fruit on them
Yeah,
already.
these strawberries here, now
That's it.
these are red Gauntlet strawberries.
Yes. Yeah, they got fruits already.
Now we've got that very funny video. We've got Emlyn.
Yes,
You
yes.
could tell them about that really funny video where a 75-year-old man pretends that he's only 13 and tries to grab one of these for $1.
Yeah. It's on every social media platform of ours. Just search hello plant strawberry and you should be able to see this video.
It's an amazing thing. It really happened. We had this guy came in on his knees pretending he was only 13.
Yeah.
And he was actually, we discovered he was actually 75 years old. And what he came in for, he came in with his $1 coin, and he wanted to get one of them strawberries for $1. It's amazing. It's unbelievable what people will do to get a strawberry for $1. But if
he even had a fake ID.
Yeah, fake ID. Yeah. But we proved he was 75 years old, and we chased him out of the place. But anyway, so you can watch that. You can watch that on the internet. We've got that. Yeah, just go to your favourite platform and Google hello strawberries, and you'll see it. That's right. But anyway, so what we've got, and I mean, if you're 75, don't come in here and try and get away with getting one of them for $1. But if you've got kids or grandkids and they're 13 or under, they bring their $1 coin in, and they've got a straw, and they learn about how to grow things. They've got a strawberry for $1.
Yeah, and they would also qualify for the free tomato. So you could $1 strawberry. This is for the kids only, though.
That could send us broke. We could hit the
wall.
13.
Yeah, well, they qualify as long as they're in the store. They spend $1 on the strawberry. They get a free tomato as well.
Wow, and then what they do is it gets them growing their own food.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue. Let's keep going through with
but
the
here
sale,
we've got for the adults, you've got big bushy. These are red Gauntlet strawberries. Now, red Gauntlet strawberries they're the variety that most of the growers grow commercially. So when you go into Coles and you buy them big tasty strawberries, they're probably at least 50% chance they're red Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Red Gauntlet is a sweet, tasty strawberry. Mass fruits for months and months and months and months and months. So red Gauntlet strawberry, a great strawberry to have in the garden. It's a good commercial quality strawberry. Now some people, I believe down at Manning's, I think they're $10 or something for a nice big 6-inch pot strawberry like that. Great. These are $4.99. So $4.99 for a red Gauntlet professional strawberry.
Hello plants, we got you back on the red strawberries. Red Gauntlet, strawberries.
Now what we've got here is lots of people love to get a red or a purple strawberry Japanese maple in their garden.
Yeah.
Here we've got a good deal. Look at this one here. It's a metre tall. Now, you used to pay $100 for something like this. These are $49.99 for a beautiful Atropurpureum purple maple. Yeah, and then you've got an advanced one here. I'm 1.8 metres tall. Look at the height of that. And this advanced one here is $199.99. So if you've always wanted a beautiful Japanese maple in your garden, and if you've wanted a red or a purple one, get down here now, $49.99 and $199.99.
Great deals on the Japanese maples as part of this Grows Direct flash sale. Chris and the Gorilla sale.
Now we've got 16-inch pot Senkaku maple
Wow,
for
they're huge.
$199. So $199 for a 16-inch pot Senkaku maple. Unbelievable. They're the ones that have the red stem. When they're naked in the winter, they've got the brilliant crimson stems, lovely pale green foliage with red stems in spring, and then you go all sorts of pinks and oranges and golds in the autumn. So beautiful, colourful maple, lovely maple, and only $199.99.
Yeah, you see people put spots on them like underneath because they look so good at night time. You can light them up. They've got that
Yeah,
red.
that's right, because they've got the colour in the stem.
Hey, Yenny asks, do you have, hello mister, have you wisteria seed?
What's that?
Wisteria seed.
No, we don't have wisteria seed. And the problem with wisteria seed is that when you grow wisterias from seed, they take a long time to flower.
Oh, do they? Yeah.
The wisterias that we sell here
Are they grafted,
are
are they?
cutting grown.
Okay.
Are cutting
Oh,
grown,
cutting,
and
okay.
they flower much more quickly. And now what we've got here is a trident maple, and here it is here, these trident maples here. This one here, I just measured up against me. It's over 1 metre tall. Now trident maples are the other Japanese maple. And why would you buy a trident maple? Is that if you live in a spot and you think it's maybe a bit hot and sunny or a bit windy or soil's not so good, but you want to have the looks of a Japanese maple, you get a trident maple. Trident maples are tough. They're real tough. They'll take heat, they'll take wind, they'll take all sorts of difficult conditions. They'll deliver fabulous autumn colour, and they have a beautiful little leaf. I'll just show you a leaf and show you how they differ from a Japanese maple. They have that, this is how you tell them apart, but they differ. Not only do they have a different leaf, I'll have a look at that there. Can you see the two leaves? There's your trident, that's your trident, and that's your Japanese maple there. Trident and Japanese. Japanese on the right, trident on the left.
Well, actually, it's opposite on the. It's trident on the right, Japanese on the left.
Really?
To the viewers, it's opposite.
Oh, right, okay.
So go back up for the.
So there we are there.
So trident on the right, maple, Japanese maple on the left.
And so trident means 3, and it's a 3-pointed leaf.
Yeah.
But that leaf, if you look at it closely, it's got a hard glossy coating, and that hard glossy coating is what makes it tough.
Okay.
And so if
you
you
see
want
them in Japan, don't you?
everywhere, yeah.
They cover the canopy of the forests and stuff. Yeah.
That's right. When I travelled in Japan, I thought I'd see the palmatum everywhere, but instead I saw the trident maple everywhere.
Right. Interesting.
But now what's good, these ones are pretty cheap. They're $17.99. So $17.99 will get you a 3-foot tall trident maple, and this trident maple is much tougher than your common Japanese maple, and in its own way possibly even prettier. Now here is a Japanese maple deal that you cannot knock back. This is a 6-inch pot, and there it's a nice big bush. Show them how big and bushy that is. It's absolutely fabulous. Maybe you want to make a bonsai, maybe you want to grow a nice Japanese maple in a pot, but this is a great Japanese maple. And this Japanese maple here, you'd expect to pay 20 bucks, but it's $9.99 for a beautiful bushy Japanese maple. Ready to go in a pot or ready to go in the garden, $9.99 for a big bushy Japanese maple.
That's awesome price on the Japanese maple. Get 10 bucks and you got yourself a Japanese maple.
Now here we've got a weeping birch. So this is unbelievable. This was $299.99. It's a beautiful weeping birch, and it's $149.99. Now most wholesalers selling them 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 at a time would not sell them for this price. This is really, really cheap, and weeping birches are great. I love weeping birches in my cottage gardens. I love they're great in all sorts of situations.
Yeah.
I put one in a garden design today. Beautiful tree, and you'd expect to pay 300 bucks. It's going to get a lovely white trunk, beautiful thick bushy lacy foliage. $149.99. It's over 2 meters tall. This could be the centerpiece of your front garden for half price, $149.99 for a large advanced weeping silver birch.
Yeah, perfect. These prices are only available for the next week, and it's limited quantities do apply. If you do want to purchase anything, you can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au right now. You can give us a call 039359 and if you like something you see here today, make sure to mention what you want to get over the phone. We can take an order over the phone as well.
Yeah. Now, it's time for a little short story.
I don't know if we have time for a short story.
It's
but
time
sure,
for a
go
little short
it.
story. So here we go. You're not going to stop me. So here we go. What happened is up there in Gembrook, up there in the hills, you've got a type of dogwood that kind of grows wild up there. It's called a cornus. It's a Himalayan dogwood or a strawberry dogwood, right?
Yeah.
At any rate, it has the big strawberries on it, and it grows anywhere. You can't kill it. You need herbicide to kill it. And normal dogwoods are as easy as winking to kill. They're really hard to keep alive. At any rate, what happened? There was a natural hybridization between an American dogwood, a Cornus florida, which is a beautiful mass flowering dogwood, and a Cornus capitata. Accidentally they met, and at any rate, what happened was that you had then an interspecies hybrid. Now the thing is that your Himalayan dogwood is evergreen, it's tough, it's fast, and it flowers at Christmas time. This one's just coming into flower now, and has beautiful pale green flowers that as they mature turn soft pink. Beautiful mass flowering, fabulous dogwood, really beautiful dogwood. Rare and fabulous, and for people who didn't think they could grow a dogwood, you can grow an Eric Jeanette. Almost anywhere in Victoria you'll be able to grow an Eric Jeanette dogwood, the toughest dogwood around, flowers at Christmas time, beautiful evergreen dogwood, and this is in a 12-inch pot. You'd expect to pay quite a lot for it, but these are only $89.99 for an advanced Eric Jeanette dogwood.
Yeah, wow, amazing. They cover in flowers, don't they?
Oh, that's right.
Time.
Once they're established, they'll be absolutely covered in flowers.
Oh, this one's fruiting already, the Weeping Mulberry.
Yeah, what happened to those nice little bushy ones that come in? They're the ones we're selling. The nice little bushy ones that come from Tom Faulkner. Let's grab one. Let's chuck him out. We'll skip to the next one and get someone to grab it, okay?
All right. Thanks to all of our viewers and loving the comments coming through. We're trying to get to all of them as we can. We do have a few items to get through, so we better continue with our flash sale, which is live right now. Limited quantities do apply on some of these items, so you need to be quick.
Now here we've got a Shields Weeping Cherry. A Shields Weeping Cherry is a lovely double pink weeping cherry, and they grow to a lovely big full head, and they have the beautiful double pink flower. And this is a beautiful big cherry. This one here is 6 foot tall, and it's only $149.99. So $149.99 for a 6 foot tall weeping cherry.
Beautiful.
Now, what's really taken off in the last couple of years is there's lots of people, maybe because people are getting smaller gardens, or maybe because they're growing their weeping cherries in pots, people want short weeping cherries. This one here is a falling snow. It's a small, low grafted, small growing weeping cherry. This will have a beautiful crop of white flowers this spring.
Yeah.
And you'd expect to pay $300 for something like that. This is $149.99. There's only a limited number available. Beautiful established, lovely thick head, lots of hang on it. Beautiful one, $149.99. An amazing deal. A falling snow weeping cherry in a 12-inch pot.
That looks so good, actually, the feature.
Yeah,
what's
imagine
the
that in
$149,
blossom.
is it?
Now here we've got an advanced falling snow.
Oh wow, yeah, huge.
Now these are normally $400. So advanced falling snow, normally $400, and this one here, 20-inch pot, $199.99.
Wow. How many have we got at that price as part of the sale? We got a few or not really?
We had a load of them come in just direct from the grower. There's 10 of them available.
All right, we've got 10 of them at that price.
No, the ones we're selling, we've got a bushy little head on them, really bushy and nice. And I saw them out in the backyard out there.
All right, it's happening live, guys.
Yeah.
It's all happening
live. They're 16-inch pots.
The action is happening behind the scenes. You guys can't see it, but there is a lot of action happening behind the scenes here on this live. Yeah,
that's right. So that's your 20-inch pot falling snow. Now we've got the Arenaria. There's the Arenaria there. So here we've got Arenaria. Now Arenaria, beautiful mass flowering white flower. It starts flowering in late winter and flowers right through into well into spring.
Yeah.
And so it's a hardy spreading ground cover and a beautiful show of white flowers in springtime. And I've heard a lot of places selling these for 12 or 14 bucks. We've got the white flowering arenaria on our flash sale for $7.99. That's $7.99. Very, very cheap. And you could plant a whole border of these. Now we've got azaleas. Azalea Alba Magnifica. These have been hard to get, Alba Magnifica. These are a hardy, fast-growing azalea, and they have beautiful white flowers. That's it. That's the one.
All right, in full sun?
Yeah, these are hardy. These will take the full sun.
Okay.
They're nice big advanced bushes in 8-inch pots, $25.99. So $25.99.
Beautiful.
Now here it is. This is mulberry plants have been costing $300 and $400. Now here's a mulberry. Here's a great mulberry deal. So your mulberry is $1.99 for a weeping mulberry. This is going to grow out and it's going to cascade down.
Yeah, look at that beauty right there.
This is a fruiting. This is actually going to have fruit on it in spring, each spring.
Yeah.
So fruiting weeping mulberry, $199.99.
All right, it's all part of the Growers Direct flash sale. There's even fruit on it right now, as the gorilla shows us.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Now our next azalea here is the Rose Queen. So azalea Rose Queen, nice big bush. Show them the label. Beautiful
let's have
label.
a look at that, yeah.
And this Rose Queen is
Wow.
the Rose
nice.
Queen is $25.99. So $25.99 for the Rose Queen azalea. That's
right.
a nice big advanced azalea bush.
That is very good, and you can purchase any of these right now. These sales are live on our website.
But how would you purchase?
Well, we've already mentioned it many times, but you just go to hellohelloplants.com.au. There's a live sales tab. You can click on that. We've also got it in our comments section, and we've put the QR code on the screen. Chris, you want to point to the QR code for those who
Yeah, there we are. There's your QR code there. So your QR code, you go there, and it'll take you to that wonderful world of 100 amazing specials that allow you to put your garden project together on the cheap.
Yeah, and the gorilla's toying around with that tomato bush there. So if you come in store, it's in store only. Any purchase gets you a free tomato.
Now that's a great thing. Look, what it is, and it's not any old tomato. What you get is you get a Red Robin tomato. It's a Nelly Kelly brand tomato. It's one of the best tomatoes you can get. It's a small growing tomato that's a heavy fruiter with a nice medium-sized tomato.
That's right.
Perfect for chopping into slices and sticking on your toast with a bit of pepper and salt. Even I believe the Red Robin is fabulous in a Greek salad.
Yeah, or fried up with your eggs and bacon.
Yeah, fried up with eggs and bacon. I like it fresh with pepper and salt on toast with a nice bit of melted butter on it.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Yeah. So there you are. And these are advanced plants. So if you've been a bit slow to plant your tomatoes, come down here. Now, you pointed up an amazing deal before. Right now, if kids come in here, for $1, they can get a strawberry plant.
Yes.
They come up to the counter, $1, they've got a strawberry plant. And what happens is right now we've got to throw in a free $5 tomato.
Red
Unbelievable.
Robins. So if you're under 13, you can get $1 strawberry. This is also in-store only, and you'll get the free tomato as well. In-store only.
Yeah.
Must stress that point.
So here we've got a pink Dosma. Now pink Dosma is beautiful for growing a hedge, beautiful to clip into a round ball. We've got a fabulous, how would you find that fabulous video
Literally
we've got up with the pink ball hydrangea?
I think the best platform to search for our videos is actually YouTube. So if you head over to the YouTube platform, type hello plants pink Dosma in one sentence, and that video will come up. And on one of the platforms it had over 1 million views. I think it was Instagram.
Yeah,
had over 1 million views.
And you'll see how beautiful a pink Dosma flowers for months. Lovely fine pink flowers. And you can clip it into a ball, clip it into a hedge. Beautiful plant.
Yeah,
and
that video really showcases it as a hedge, I think, or a ball. Yeah, it's really nice.
And these pink Dosmas here are big. And they're big and they're bushy and they're $12.99. So $12.99 for a showpiece for your garden. $12.99.
Beautiful. Miss Sunshine says, so glad your live was on my FYP. Chris, I love your passion for all things plants.
Great, thank you very much. I appreciate your acknowledgement.
Appreciate the comment there, Miss Sunshine.
Now, if you want to charm somebody, you might buy them a bunch of flowers. But if you want to really charm them, look at this. This is better than a bunch of flowers. This is a gerbera, and we're selling it for much less than the price of a bunch of flowers. And this is going to flower and flower and flower. So if you're trying to get a bit of romance going with somebody, buy one of these gerberas.
Yeah.
And then what you do is that every time a new flower pops up, they'll fall more in love with you. So buy one of these gerberas, and these gerberas, they're not costing a fortune. They're $17.99. So $17.99 for a big, bushy gerbera.
That's right. Growers Direct flash sale. Chris and the Gorilla sale happening live.
No, I think...
Gorilla versus Chris.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, Gorilla's number one, right?
Yeah. So here we are, Sedum Autumn Joy. Now Sedum Autumn Joy is a succulent. It's really, really tough. Sedum Autumn Joy doesn't need much watering or much care. And what happens, it's called Autumn Joy because in autumn you'll have this beautiful big round bush just covered in fabulous pink flowers. So grow it in the cottage garden, grow it in the modern garden, fabulous plant to have. Sedum Autumn Joy, and I've heard it over at Manning's. I've heard that I think they're $12.99. Here they're $8.99. So $8.99 for the Sedum Autumn Joy.
Lovely. Did you say they've got an autumn colour, the Autumn Joy? They sort of go an autumny crimson, is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, now what we've got here is Thryptomene. This is a beautiful Australian native plant, Thryptomene FC Payne. Now, Thryptomene FC Payne, beautiful pink. Your Thryptomene FC Payne, beautiful pink flowers for about 5 months of the year, and these flowers are fragrant. That's the thing. It's a beautiful. It's like a sort of a pink heather, lovely round bush. Grows sort of a bit higher than knee high. Grows a metre or so wide. Beautiful. It's native, but you can grow it in your cottage garden. It's a native that's beautiful enough to grow in a native garden or in another garden. And you have this lovely pink flowers, and it flowers all through the winter and right on through most of the spring. And the great thing about this Thryptomene is the fragrance. So it's a beautiful fragrant pink flower, and great for a bit of winter fragrance and a bit of winter colour. And you expect to pay a lot for these, but these are only $9.99. Nice big healthy bushy plants, $9.99. If you were to plant one of those now, you'll have a fabulous show this coming spring with fragrant pink flowers. So
I think you did a video on that one too, that was a hedge as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've done a couple of videos on them. So it's a lovely plant.
Beautiful.
Now here we've got your Snowball Bush. Now these are kind of an old-fashioned thing. Now, when I was a kid, these were everywhere. Everyone had one. Every second house had one. And in springtime, they're covered in beautiful big white soft-looking snowballs. And this is a big bush or a small tree, depending on your view of things. And these days they've become hard to get. Now this one here is of a size. It's got some dead flowers on it now from springtime. This is of a size that you can absolutely guarantee lots of flowers, lots of snowballs next spring. And so it's advanced. It's ready to become a centerpiece in your front lawn. And if you want that classic old-fashioned cottagey look about your place, the Snowball Bush is the thing to own. They're tough. They'll take heat, they'll take wind, they'll take drought, they'll take frost, they'll take whatever you dish out. And you'd expect to pay $70, $80 for a nice big snowball like this. These are $49.99, and they'll be flowering. They'll be snowballing this spring.
Beautiful. It's all part of the Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now.
Now you could be dressing up a house to sell, or you could be entertaining, and you want to get something nice and bright. And actually, I love the smell of these too. But if you want to brighten up your house, maybe you just want to, maybe you're not selling, maybe you're not doing anything special, but maybe you just want to brighten up your house. Now look at that beautiful big white bouquet. You didn't expect to pay $30 or $40 for that. We're clearing them out by the dozen for $19.99. So $19.99 for a bacopa ball, big beautiful bushy bacopa ball, $19.99. Now Carpogrotus, if you've got something big and ugly that you want to cover, maybe it's a big embankment, maybe it's a big ugly old bump, some old rocky area out the front, some sort of retaining wall or something like that, and you don't want to be watering or maintaining it too much, this is the answer. This is Carpogrotus, and this is your hot pink Carpogrotus. Hot pink Carpogrotus, there it is there. Now this grows by the sea, so you can grow it in a coastal situation. It needs very little watering, very little care, and often when you want to cover up something big, you need quite a few of them. So you don't want to be paying $12 or $14. These are nice big bushy plants, nice big hardy plants, and these plants here are only $2.99, so $2.99. So if you've got a factory, maybe you've got a beach house, maybe you've got a farm, and you need something to cover something up, and you want something to cover a big area cheaply, $2.99, Carpogrotus hot pink, a beautiful, luscious, top performing ground cover that you can cover a big area for peanuts at $2.99.
Yeah, cover your embankment, cover your rockery area. It looks really good. Those flowers are super bright too.
Now what we've got here is your cousin it. Now your cousin it is one of the most popular natives. What your cousin it does is it grows thick and bushy. Actually, show them the cousin it.
Did they really name it after the Addams family cousin it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have, yeah.
Yeah, because it's got that look. It grows as sort of
It
a
does
round, hairy looking bump kind of look.
Mound, yeah.
Yeah. And what's good is that it's an Australian native. It's very, very tough.
Cool.
You can use it to cascade and cover up. If you've got an ugly retaining wall, and you can cascade over it and cover it up, you can use it as a ground cover. I've seen it as a ground cover planted under trees, so it does well in the shade. Very, very versatile. And I've also seen it where people mix it up covering over a retaining wall, and they mix the silver dichondra and and you get a beautiful contrast of dark green and silver.
Yeah, so, that looks really good actually.
So very versatile plant, ground cover, cascading plant, and often they can be expensive, they can be hard to get, but these ones here reduced from $16.99 to $12.99. That's not going to last because these will sell out in a flash.
Right, mix it up on our Growers Direct flash sale. We're looking at ground covers right now. Incredible
now
prices.
Look at this here, blue convolvulus. Now blue convolvulus, one of your best ground covers and one of your best cascaders. If you want something that cascades over an embankment, we did a video about these the other day where they were cascading over an embankment. It looked absolutely fabulous. So these will cascade beautifully over an embankment. But the great thing about your blue convolvulus, and they look great planted under iceberg roses, great ground cover, but they're tough. They don't need much water. They don't need much care. Really tough, really easy to look after. And the thing with them is that they flower. They start flowering mid to late September, and they'll flower right through to the end of May. And sometimes they flower so heavily you can hardly see the leaves. It's just a sheet of blue. Amazing. They're hardy. They're fast. They're cheap to buy. We've got blue convolvulus reduced from $12.99 to $7.99. So $7.99 for the blue convolvulus.
And they will start flowering pretty much from now, won't they?
Yeah.
Hey, Mrs. Sunshine asked, do you deliver to South Australia by any chance?
We post little bits and pieces, and we freight on shipping pallets. We freight big orders.
Yeah.
But we're a bit struggle with the medium-size order, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So Dichondra repens. This is the flat green ground cover. Grow a lawn in the shade. Grow a lawn in the sun. Cover up. You know, if you've got a tree and nothing grows under the tree, and you want a bit of ground cover there, get yourself some Dichondra repens and cover it up with Dichondra repens. And these Dichondra repens here are only $6.99.
Beautiful. It's our Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Limited quantities do apply, so get in quick.
Now here we've got the Ficus pumila. Now Ficus pumila, if you've got a wall, maybe it's a brick wall, maybe it's an iron wall, maybe it's a timber wall, and it's big, it's ugly, plant these along the base, and in no time at all they'll cover the wall. Beautiful flat green cover, very, very tough, very easy to grow. So beautiful flat green cover. Cover up with Ficus pumila, and Ficus pumila, great way to cover a whole wall. and it stays nice and flat. You don't need a lot of soil for it, don't need a lot of anything for it, don't even need a lot of sun. Sort of sunshade doesn't really matter. And Ficus puma, often expensive and hard to get, reduced from $14.99 to $11.99. So $11.99, lovely healthy Ficus pumila.
Excellent. Still looking at ground covers here on the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now English ivy. Now English ivy, you can use this as a ground cover. You can, and these are beautiful, big, healthy plants. Look at the size of that there.
Yeah, beautiful.
So your English ivy, use it as a ground cover. Pop it into a hanging basket. Put a pole into a pot and then grow it up the pole. Grow it in a big pot and trim it up into a round ball. Use it as a ground cover. It's basically, it's a very, very useful and pretty plant. And the variety that we've got has got beautiful pointy little foliage on it, lovely fine foliage, a really beautiful plant to sort of grow and spread.
Great. Tay asks, do you deliver to Sydney?
Yes, we do, and we post little bits and pieces, and then if you've got a big order, we can put it on a shipping pallet, you know, and truck it up to Sydney. So, and what's interesting is that prices in Melbourne, and particularly at a lower low, are much cheaper than Sydney, and quite a few people do place quite big orders.
Yeah.
There was a woman just before ordering some advanced English box balls, evidently much cheaper here than Sydney.
Oh wow!
And we'll put those on a shipping pallet and we'll truck them up to her.
Even with the shipping, it works out cheaper for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Something to consider, Tay. Yep.
Now here's a lovely Australian native, and anyway, this Australian native is Myoporum, and it's a fast spreading ground cover. Now if you were to cover a square metre, this will cover, one of these will cover a square metre. If you plant 2 of them per square metre, you'll cover a square metre in no time at all. This has a low water requirement, it'll blanket out the weeds. If you want to do a large expanse, maybe you want to cover a nature strip or an embankment or an uneven area you don't want to run your lawnmower, this is your Myoporum fine leaf, a great way, Australian native way to cover up. And anyway, they can be a bit expensive at times, but we've got them reduced from $13.99 to $9.99. Lovely big healthy plants. Look what you get there, ready to cover up right now.
Yeah.
So there we are, Myoporum. Now we've got
sale. Get in quick while you can, guys. Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Limited quantities do apply. Head over to hellohelloplants.com.au, or you can give us a call on 03 9359 3331. Call us right now if you like any of these items you see here today and you want to purchase any of them, you can do that.
Yeah. Now, if you're looking for something, if you want to grow a little bit of a lawn and you want to have a nice sort of flat mossy plant, a flat mossy plant that has little starry flowers on it for 6 months of the year, think of the blue pratia. The blue pratia, lovely whitey blue flower, quite hardy. Grow it in a pot, grow it around the pavers, grow it as a lawn. It's very, very attractive, fast growing, easy to grow, and we've got these fabulous 6-inch pots for $6.99. So $6.99 for 6-inch pot blue pratia.
Yes, Jay says pretty. Absolutely, these are very pretty. Mrs. Sunshine says cute. Oh, actually, there was a question we missed over on Instagram asking how big do they grow, and I think it was in relation to the Senkaki maple. I think that was
3.5, 4 metres and bushy.
Yeah, if you're still with us, sorry, I don't have your name there.
They love a trim, and you can trim them and you keep them down 2.5 metres if you want.
Yes, there you go. 3 to 3.5 metres. Our producer just recommended that we answer that question there. We missed it on Instagram, but 3 to 3.5 metres for the Senkaki maple. All right, let's
now,
continue.
your white pratia grows a little bit flatter than your blue pratia, so lovely and flat and neat, and beautiful starry white flowers. Plant this round your pavers. Plant it in a hanging basket, pop it into the cottage garden, plant a lawn of it. It's a fabulous versatile plant, and your 6-inch pot is just White Star Pratia. Your 6-inch pot is just $6.99. So $6.99 for the White Star Pratia creeper.
Yeah, make a ground cover with them. Make a little lawn.
Now what we've got here is your lime lava or your scleranthus or your Zen moss. Now let's get a big one and show them a nice big one. Let's show them a really nice one.
Oh, we're going to grab one of those. In the meantime, tell us about the price here we've got in front of us.
Okay, so your Zen moss. Now people love these Zen moss. They plant them in pots.
Wait, it is lime lava or Zen? Oh, it's the same, isn't it? Yeah, Zen moss. Yeah, forgot about
Zen
that.
moss. They look. That's how it looks.
Zen moss.
Zen moss. Where a person bought 300 of them the other day. People mass plant them. That's your
There's
Zen
a
moss
big
there.
one. Yeah.
So, and if you bought one like this, I reckon in 3 months you can grow it this big.
So the baby, really?
Yeah.
In the right conditions?
Yeah. So
Wow,
here's
that's quite quick.
we've got 6-inch Zen moss here today.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of nurseries are charging 15, 16 bucks for this. It's a bit of a rarity.
Yeah.
We've got them for $9.99. So $9.99 for your Zen moss.
All right, can't go wrong with the Zen moss. Check it
$9.99,
out.
and
Hello,
it'll
hello,
grow.
cats.
And if you, and what's great about Zen moss loves beautiful, well-drained soil, plenty of water, plenty of fertilizer, and most of all, hot sun. And it's the only mossy plant that really loves the hot sun. So
Yeah.
if you want that lovely Japanesey sort of, you're doing a Zen garden, you want that Japanesey look, and you want that mossy mound in the hot sun, what you want is Zen moss.
Okay, Clint asks, will they grow well in California, those Zen moss?
Yeah.
Okay.
The climate here in Melbourne is rather similar to San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so California. What about LA? Would it work down there?
I
or be too
reckon no
hot?
problems in LA.
Okay.
Be a great plant. I think a bloke could get rich if he got them growing over there.
Yeah,
People-
because it seems like they're much wanted over there, isn't
yeah,
it?
people would go bonkers if they could get lime lava over there.
Or Zen moss, yeah.
Or
same
Zen
thing.
moss.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe something to consider, Chris.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's continue with the sale.
Now, if you've got a factory or a shop or a beach house and you're looking for something that's easy to grow, something that's cheap to buy, something that covers a large area, something bright and fresh and modern, here it is. This here is your chalk stick. Now your chalk stick, lovely blue foliage, easy to grow. Grows like a weed. And the thing is that a lot of people sell these for big bucks, but we sell nice ones, and these are good, substantial little plants. We sell a really nice one of these for not much at all. We sell them for, gosh, we've got to go over the page.
Chalk sticks, $3.99.
So there we are,
$3.99 for the chalk
$3.99. So $3.99 for a chalk stick. So at $3.99 you can afford to plant, lots of them. And
Yeah.
I'd plant 2 or 3 of these to the square metre, and you'll find you'll cover that square metre in no time. And these are a really hardy plant. You can mix them up with your natives, mix them up with your exotic plants, plant them in your factory, plant them in your commercial site, plant them at your beach house, plant them at your modern house where you want super low maintenance. These are fantastic plants, and they are very cheap. They are in fact $3.99 each.
All right. Keep the items rolling. Looking at sort of ground cover carpeted items here on the Growers Direct flash
Now,
sale.
if you've got a shady spot where nothing much grows, this could be the answer. This is baby's tears. Now baby's tears, you could grow them under your ferns. You can grow them in your fernery. Grow them in a hanging basket. They'll fill up a hanging basket beautifully. So grow them in your hanging basket, grow them in your fernery, and grow them. Say you've got a spot, like maybe it's up the south side of the house, you've got a path up there and nothing grows around the pavers. These will grow around your pavers. These like a bit of water, a bit of fertilizer and lots of shade. So
Jay asks, would it grow in boggy areas?
Yes, it will grow in boggy areas. And
I'm not sure if Jay, do you reckon Jay was talking about the lime lava or
No,
this one?
lime lava doesn't like the boggy areas. It likes plenty of moisture, but a nice sunny spot.
And then, so baby's tears will grow.
This will take your boggy area, and it's got that lovely, it's so soft to touch, beautiful soft to touch, baby's tears.
There you go, Jay. Yep, perfect.
Yeah, and I think baby's
Lovely.
tears are probably soft and little, and that's why they're called baby's tears. So, and so if you've got a pot growing in a shady spot and it's just got dirt under it, you pop this in and you'll have a lovely green carpet under your pot in a shady spot.
Jay just extended the question, will handle water runoff and pooling? What's that mean? Is that like the
water runoff and pooling? I think that's sounding a bit rough.
Too rough, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon boggy water runoff and pooling. No, actually, do you know the baby's tears will? The baby's tears will
Yeah, I
take
think they
that.
will. Yeah, they like it
Yeah.
really wet, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
Okay.
Remember
Maybe-
we saw that we did that video at the base of a fountain?
That's right. Yeah.
So,
maybe you'd be right, Jay.
So
Yeah.
pooling and water runoff, baby's tears, no worries.
Yeah, but they can't go in any sun, right? They need to sort of be...
They don't like the hot sun, no.
Yeah, so make sure there's no sun around. Yeah, you'll be right. Okay.
So here we've got white thyme. Now white thyme is fabulous. When summer comes, it's just covered in beautiful white flowers. Now if you touch it, like, I'm just going to touch it like that, and my hand is full of beautiful fragrance.
Smells like pizza.
Yeah, and then you can trim this up and whack it on the pizza.
Yeah.
You can put this you can mix this up with a bit of tofu and chili and make a beautiful dinner.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah. Or you could put it in your mince burgers that you make.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, chuck it in there.
And not that, you can grow it in the garden and enjoy the white flowers, and it's beautiful. And also it's nice and flat, great to put around the papers, but it'll also take a little bit of light foot traffic. Like a lot of these ground covers, no good for you to walk on. You find your white thyme nice and flat, takes a bit of nice foot traffic.
Okay, a bit of a dog treading across it, not going to hurt it. All right, perfect. All right, let's check out the next item here.
Right, so what we've got here is Chinese star jasmine.
Yep, perfect.
Chinese star jasmine, beautiful big plant, 12-inch pot. And what are this costing here? So Chinese star jasmine, 10-inch pot, $59.99. So beautiful big Chinese star jasmine, 10-inch pot, and now the beauty of it is covered in white flowers. Now, why would you buy a big Chinese star jasmine like this? And why would you pay $59.99? I'll tell you the reason why. The reason why is that this Chinese star jasmine loves the shade. You could grow this in a pot under the veranda on the deck. You could grow this in a pot and just keep it as a nice trimmed up topiary like this, or you could use it to cover a bit of trellis and cover a wall. So it's a great, your Chinese star jasmine, great cover. It's evergreen, it's tough, it's easy to grow. So a great cover. This one, nice big plant like this gives you a great start. Or grow it in a pot and just keep it on. It's on a sort of a.
How does it smell, Chris?
Oh, the smell is out of this world. Beautiful fragrance.
Beautiful. Now we just said the audio, or a couple of comments saying here the audio was weird, but I think we've fixed that now.
Right, so now what we've got here is native violet. Native violet in a 6-inch pot. Now what I love about native violets, they have little flowers. They'll have thousands of little flowers each year, and they have little flowers. Look at those little flowers there like that. They have little flowers, and this is a ground cover. Your native violet is a ground cover that it'll grow in a shady, cool or moist position, and it'll cover the ground, look great around your pavers. So it's a really, really good ground cover. It's a native plant, so beautiful plant to have around, and basically you could use that. They're $8.99. They're a really good, cheap way to cover up an area, get a bit of green growing, perhaps in a shady corner where you couldn't grow much else.
And did I have a bit of a scent as well, or
no scent?
Okay.
No, that's your sort of what they call a sweet violet.
The sweet violet, that's right. All right, Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Limited quantities do apply. You can shop any of these items right now at these prices at hellohelloplants.com.au.
Now there's a new type of camellia on the market. It's called a slimline. We've got 2 slimlines here for you today. Slimline camellias have been very expensive, but the grower's given us a few that we can do a bit cheaper. And here we've got the Avalanche. Now the Avalanche grows a beautiful narrow column, great for making a hedge in a skinny area. And your Avalanche camellia is $24.99. So
$24.99 for the Avalanche camellia.
Beautiful fluffy white flowers, and the flowers occur in autumn and right into the winter, almost to springtime. So
lovely.
For white flowers, for a nice skinny one, if you want a skinny one, maybe you want to grow it in a pot.
Yeah.
So for a nice skinny camellia that you could grow in a pot or grow in the garden, here it is. Great for a skinny hedge in the skinny side of the house. And Avalanche camellia, an incredible price. Nice big 8-inch pots for $24.99.
Beautiful. Love Iraq says hi. Hello, and thank
Hello.
Hello. Thanks to all of our viewers and people who are commenting in the comment section. Much appreciated. And don't forget, this sale is real. It's happening right now, so you can purchase any of these items straight from our website, or you can come in store, 1477 Sydney Road, Camfield, or you can just give us a call, 03 9359 3331. whatever you want to do.
Here's another slimline camellia. This is called With Love, and With Love is beautiful, complex pink flower, and it's a fabulous mid-color pink. So a beautiful complex pink flower, and it is only $24.99. They're 3 foot
That's
tall.
great
They're
size,
fabulous
yeah.
value. Now, if you want a hedge, say you've got a narrow area for a hedge, you want something tall and skinny, you go for the pink slimline camellia.
That's right, that's right. It's part of our Growers Direct flash sale. Hey Gorilla, come here. I'm gonna fix you. Let's fix your bow tie. There you go, much better.
Okay, so what we've got here is we've now got Glauca pencil pines. Now, Glauca pencil pines, grow them as an avenue, grow them as a screen, block out the neighbours. Now, what's good is they grow tall and skinny. They grow in hot areas, windy areas, poor soil areas. They don't have too many nuts. They keep their shape. They keep a tall, narrow shape. But what's good is that they grow really, really fast. You could plant little plants like this, and I reckon give it 3 years, you'd have a 3 metre column
nice,
there,
yeah.
looking absolutely fabulous. So you plant little plants like this. So little plants like this are really good if you live on a farm and you need 50 of them or 20 of them or something like that.
Yeah.
These ones here are only $10.99. So $10.99 for beautiful small Glauca pencil pines.
Lovely. Sissy asks, how fast do the tea camellia grow?
A little bit slow. I'd reckon, I'd expect 25, 30 centimetres a year if it was well looked after.
Okay.
So here you've got now your Leighton's green cypress. It's an interspecies hybrid, and it's the fastest growing conifer pretty much in the world. It's a cross between the Alaskan Nutcanensis and the American Cupressus. And at any rate, what it does is, by being an interspecies hybrid, it's a bit like a mule. It's got some of the qualities of both, and it's a stronger, bigger grower. It's a stronger, bigger grower. So your Leighton's green cypress, I've seen a person plant plants like this, and in 3 years have them up 7 metres
Huge
tall
hedge.
under ideal conditions.
Yeah, and we've filmed a few of those Leighton green hedges.
So
in our
7
videos.
metres in 3 years. So
Incredible.
if you want to block it,
High five.
Gorilla's got some friends in the background.
Yeah.
yeah. So if you want to block out something, if you want to block out wind, noise, dirt, whatever it is you want to block out, and you want to block it out quick, your Leighton's green cypress can be hedged or left to grow natural as a screen. Your Leighton's green cypress, one of the fastest blocker outers in the world, and it's thick and green and bushy. It's even good for blocking out sound. And these ones here are reduced from $14.99 to $10.90. For $10.99, you cannot go wrong with these Leighton's green cypress.
Ripper price. So Erica says camellias are a must-have. Planted 2 this year, blooms when other things are going dormant. Beautiful.
Yeah, they really are.
That's a good point. Yeah, good point. You bring that.
Yeah,
Erica.
that's right. That's right. You could those ones that we had there before. As everything sort of shuts down as you go into winter, your camellias are firing away.
Oh, it's wonderful. The colour in winter you get from them.
3-inch pot moonbay Nandinas are just $4.99. Now Nandinas have been in short supply. And what's good about this, show them this, you're getting something nearly as big as you see in a 6-inch pot for about $10 less. So it's a decent sized Nandina wedged into a 3-inch pot, and much, much cheaper than buying a 6-inch pot. So, and Nandinas are great for mass planting. Like we did a video where out at Doncaster Shopping Centre, and they've mass planted them, and they turn red in the winter, and they make a giant impact. And they're very low maintenance, easy to look after. I see lots of Nandinas in lots of commercial landscapes, like what we did out at Doncaster Shopping Town.
Perfect.
So anyway, and the thing is that these are decent sized plants, ready to go straight into the landscape, and these are only $4.99. So $4.99.
All right, it's all part of our Growers Direct flash sale. Chris versus the gorilla.
Yeah. So
Or the
here
gorilla
we've
versus
got
Chris sale.
Nandina Nana. This is your dwarf one. Now, if you want real red in the garden, your Nana is the one that turns really, really red. So there it is. There's a nice video of it there. That's your red Nandina. Sometimes call you dwarf Nandina. for real winter red. So if you live off in the country somewhere and the conditions are a bit harsh, you'll get these extra red. So if you live, say, in Trentham or somewhere like that, and you've got a cold, frosty winter, these will turn super duper red. And at $4.99, you can afford to mass plant them. So
Yeah,
Dwarf
you can't go wrong.
Nandinas, $4.99.
That's right. Get them while they're hot, get them while they're quick in the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now, one of the toughest and most popular hedges around is your Photinia Robusta. Now, Robusta means tough. And this is a tough plant. It's an evergreen. It'll take frost, it'll take heat, it'll take wind, it'll take poor drought, it'll take a bit of wet feet. It'll take all sorts of conditions. And a nice big Photinia like this can normally cost you a couple of $100. We're doing these cheap. We're doing these for $100. They're reduced from $200 to $119.99, and they're about 7 foot out of the pot. So 7 foot out of the pot, $119.99.
Nice and big, that's right.
And then we've got 6-inch pot. Now, what's interesting is I've seen people grow these up a couple of metres tall in 2 years. And so there's your 6-inch Photinia. Normally 14 or $15. We've got them for $10.99. So $10.99 for a 6-inch pot Photinia Robusta.
Alright, so head over to our website, hellohelloplants.com.au, and click on the live sales tab to check this sale out.
Now here we've got silver sheen. Now the last few years silver sheen have been a bit scarce. They've been hard to buy. Now these silver sheens are fast growing. You can have these up 2 metres tall in about a year. Plant them properly, look after them, don't tease the roots. But silver sheen, hard to get. These are a good size, probably the best deal around at the moment, $79.99. They're over a metre tall, they're nice and bushy, lovely healthy plants. Great hedge, silver sheen, one of the most popular hedges around. Lovely bright sort of silvery green foliage. Tough and easy to grow, very few problems, and $79.99 for silver sheen hedging.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect
Now,
for hedging.
8-inch pot Lombardy Poplars. Now Lombardy Poplars are fast growing, they're tough, they make a beautiful column, great for the country property, great as a windbreak, great as a hedge. Even if you're like a strawberry farmer or something like that and you need a bit of a tall skinny hedge windbreak, Lombardy Poplars are great. And your Lombardy Poplars in an 8-inch pot, these are going to grow like crazy, lovely healthy plants, and they are just $24.99, reduced from $29.99. So $24.99 for a nice Lombardy poplar.
All right, great. We're looking at the advanced trees and trees category here as part of this Growers Direct flash sale right now.
Now
So
here
what
we've got
next?
a Bradford ornamental pear, and these are crazy cheap. They're $19.99. They're 6 foot tall. Now Bradfords have beautiful purple autumn colour and have a lovely full rounded shape. They're not tall and skinny. So if you want a full rounded shape, if maybe you're doing a farm avenue or something like that, a full rounded shape, and if you wanted a cheap price, these are 6 foot tall and $20 each.
Perfect. All right, let's check out our next one here as part of the sale. Fantastic advanced trees available in the sale. Limited quantities apply.
Now the most popular ornamental pear in Melbourne is your capital pear. Now your capital pear has beautiful burgundy autumn colour, and then in springtime has lovely white blossom, but the main attraction for your capital pear is it grows tall and skinny. People on suburban blocks use them as screens along the fence. People use them as avenues, they use them up driveways. Beautiful tall green column. They're tough, they're fast growing, they're very good in the wind, and they can cost you a lot of money. But we've got 8-inch pot ones here, 8-inch pot capital pears. Just there it is there, showing that's a $34.99. They're 3 foot, probably a metre tall, and they're $34.99. And then we've got your 13-inch pot for $89.99, and that's nearly 2 metres tall. So $89.99.
Yeah.
And you've got a beautiful. You can plant them and get a good-looking avenue or column in straight away. And then you've got your Cleveland ornamental pear, just $89.99, and it's 2 metres tall. And these have beautiful white blossom in spring. They go in a lovely teardrop shape, lovely full teardrop shape. White blossom in spring, fabulous red autumn colour. In fact, your Cleveland ornamental pear is also known around the world as a Chanticleer. And this particular variety of pear is the most popular ornamental pear on the planet. The most planted, most popular, because it's a very beautiful tree.
Now Jay asks, do the ornamental pear plants have to be pruned, trained?
No, that's the thing, is your different varieties are different shapes. And we actually, if you go to our website, we've got a pear buying guide where we show pictures of the shape of each variety of pear.
Yeah.
And a person could look at those and say, look, I want that skinny one, it's a capital, or I want the one that does this or does that, or I want the wide spreading one because I want to sit under it. And you'll find that those varieties of pears will grow in that shape, and pears are self-shaping.
Beautiful.
Self-shaping. You can always trim them, but it's better to get a self-shaping one that naturally does what you want.
Yeah.
And by going to our website, it's the pear shaping guide.
Yeah.
You can work out which pear to buy. You can think, I want this shape or that shape, and then each one of those shapes has got a name on it, and then you order your pear tree.
Yeah, head over to our website, Jay, helloplants.com.au. We have a pear shaping guide in the ornamental pears section.
Otherwise, your pear selection could go pear shaped if you don't do it right.
Need a snare drum roll, like a
Ta-da!
Yeah, that's it.
So here we've got the Nishiki Willow. Now the Nishiki Willow has the most amazing colours in it, whites and pinks, really amazing colours. And if you want an amazing show in springtime, plant one of these Nishiki, or plant a row of them, plant a whole hedge of them, and have whites and pinks and beautiful spring colours in the garden. It's in springtime. So Hakuro Nishiki Variegated Willow, and we're not charging a fortune. These are a rarity. They're hard to find. Beautiful colour in the foliage, and $12.99. So $12.99 for a Nishiki Willow.
Jay asks, are the pears drought tolerant?
Yes, they are.
All right, there you go.
Like once you get them, they have a big tap root.
Yeah.
And once you let that root get down in the ground, you'll find them very, very drought tolerant. When they're the first 12 months you got them, they're not.
Yeah, you got to water them.
Look after that first 12 months, get the tap root down, and then they're drought tolerant. Perfect. Now what we've got here is a golden biota, Biota nana aurea, golden biota, and this is a tree that grows naturally without you trimming. It grows into a beautiful round golden ball. So lovely. Biota nana. And these ones here, they're normally a bit pricey. These reduced from $16.90 to $12.99.
Yep, no pruning required on those to keep that shape. Grows direct flash sale.
Now, if you're growing plants in a pot, you might look at these Smaragd Conifers. These Smaragd Conifers, beautiful big cone, lovely advanced trees. You grow them in a pot, or if you want a conifer to grow up the side fence, it's never going to get too big, never going to need too much trimming. The Smaragd Conifer is your answer. Lovely soft green, beautiful, soft to touch, not sort of prickly or anything like that. Your Smaragd Conifer reduced from $229.99 to $149.99.
Perfect. All part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Gorilla approves. Chris and Gorilla goes live today.
So here we've got your Waterhousia Weeping Lily Pilly, 12-inch pot reduced to $129.99. So 12-inch pot, $129.99.
Yeah, absolutely love it. Here on the Growers Direct Flash Sale, happening live right now.
Now here's something special. If you've got a native garden and you're looking for a feature tree, but if you had any garden you're looking and you'd like an evergreen weeping tree, we've got a choice of two. These are grafted native trees, they're evergreen, and what you've got first over here, you've got your acacia limelight. That's going to grow into a fluffy round weepy ball. And then here you've got your waterfall. That's going to grow thick and bushy and cascade right down to the ground.
Fantastic.
And you found around Melbourne, these have been very hard to get, very hard. Lots of people looking for them, very hard to find. I'm a bit lucky. The growers helped us out, and we've got grafted standard limelight and waterfall acacias for $119.99. So $119.99, an evergreen weeping tree. If you're sick of the weeping cherries and weeping maples losing their leaves, you want an evergreen weeper. That's it. Waterfall and limelight, $119.99.
Beautiful. It's all part of this Growers Direct Flash Sale. Limited quantities apply.
Lots of people know and love the brachychiton sometimes known as an Illawarra flame tree. And what's happened in recent years is that people have crossbred and hybridized them and bred different sorts. And this one here is called is called Bella Pink, and this has a beautiful cascading clumps of beautiful pink flowers, a nice lovely mid-pink. It's a lovely luscious green tree. It's an Australian native tree. So you've got an Australian native tree, fabulous cascading pink flowers, moderate size, and incredible sort of pink flowering show. And it's called Bella Pink. So your Bella Pink brachycite, an Australian native, nice medium-sized tree. Now these are a bit of a rarity. A lot of times they cost a fortune. These are only $39.99. And here we've got Geraldary Red. So your Geraldary Red here is only $39.99. And Geraldary Red, a much sought after
nice.
Illawarra flame tree. These have all been grafted. They're very rare. Very rare for you to see these under $100 each. And here you've got them for $39.99.
Oh, someone says, can the gorilla move out of the way so we can see the TV screen? Oh, oh, poor gorilla. Yeah, that's okay.
Here we are.
Maybe we can move the gorilla to the left a little bit. There we go.
So there's your Geraldary Red.
We'll try and angle it a bit.
Now here we've got Red Rocket Callistemon. So Red Rocket Callistemon, $19.99. That's a really good Australian native bargain. Now your Red Rocket has red flowers and red foliage. So beautiful red flowers, beautiful red foliage, and so that's your Red Rocket Callistemon, and then $19.99. Nice and big in advance. Good start in the native garden. $19.99 for Red Rocket. If you want something that's drought hardy, poor soil hardy, frost hardy, Red Rocket Callistemon, red leaves and red flowers, and $19.99.
Now you can re-watch this live straight after we finish. You can head over to YouTube and search Hello Hello Plants, and this live will be published there if you do need to see the picture better, because on the other platforms the screen actually is in front of the gorilla. But we do love having you here, gorilla. It is your show. Is it Chris and the gorilla, or is it gorilla and the Chris? Or gorilla and the Chris,
it's
maybe.
Chris and the gorilla. It's Chris and the gorilla, not
the
gorilla.
Chris, I love it.
Yeah.
All right, Chris
so
and the gorilla.
yellow buttons, beautiful silver grey foliage, and lovely little yellow buttony flowers, 365 days a year. So this is a wonderful Australian native, but such a pretty Australian native. You could put this into your cottage garden, into your other garden, doesn't have to be in the native garden, and it'll give you lovely little yellow flowers, 365 days a year, and beautiful silver grey foliage. Planted as a border, mix it up in your natives, mass planted, yellow buttons, fabulous Australian native, and they're cheap. They're $7.99. I can't believe it. $7.99 for yellow buttons.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yellow buttons. Check it out as part of this sale.
Gorilla, we might show them this beautiful coloured label.
Let's bring that up.
Now, what we've got here is a very, very beautiful Grevillea. This is a hard to get Grevillea. Very hard to get a nice big advanced one of these for under $30. And here it is, Grevillea Molly. And we've got them for $17.99. So show them that beautiful label. It really is lovely. So the Grevillea Molly, a hardy mid-sized Grevillea, beautiful foliage, fabulous foliage, beautiful, lovely to use that foliage in a flower arrangement, and then lovely sort of burgundy red bottle brush style flowers. So this would be a fabulous, and these ones here, what's interesting, I can see flowers. This one here, it's got 4 flowers coming on it right now. So if you bought some of these, you'd be seeing flowers real quick. And it's called Grevillea Molly, and it's only $17.99. So $17.99 for Grevillea Molly. That's a great native special. That's an 8-inch pot for a 6-inch pot price. And there we are.
So that concludes all of the sale items on today's live. So they're all available right now. Don't forget, you can come in store. Any purchase, you get a free tomato plant, as the gorilla is showing us there.
And if
come
you
in
spend
store for any purchase, and then if you spend
if you spend over $300, you got free delivery over most of Victoria. So spend over $300 and get free delivery over most of Victoria.
Yes.
And if you scan this QR code, you can go to the page that's got 100 fabulous specials. And if you want to see this again, or if you've just caught the tail end and you want to see it all again, another half an hour it'll be up on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and,
it'll be up pretty much straight away after we finish. Actually, it publishes straight away.
And these specials are available till sold out. They're available till sold out, or till next Friday lunchtime.
Yes,
and then we
don't
take
forget,
them down.
That's right. Next Friday we'll have a new sale. It's our Green Friday sale, which begins next week. Goes for the week. How much for the gorilla, Chris?
$12.50.
All right. Oh no, poor gorilla.
I want to get rid of that gorilla. It's trying to take over the show from me. In fact, I'll do it for $8.75.
Oh, $8.75. There you go. For brother boy.
Yeah.
Sold.
Okay.
They say sold. All right. Did you want to do the obligatory? The producers are trying to shut down the show. Do we want to do? We don't have the speaker, Chris, but there's a. Usually we do a dance at the end.
Yeah, that's right. What is that dance? It's Frank Zappa, isn't it? It's
the dance that gets us all the copyright issues on one of the platforms. Can we still do it? Yeah, we can do it. Okay, great.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so it's not going to be loud because we couldn't find your speaker, but it'll be loud for the audience. Here we go. Are you ready to dance, guys?
Yep.